Awesome.
There we go. There's not enough social distancing for you. T-shirts. That is for everybody who likes to go to Walmart and mess with people. That's definitely me. And then you got our last CD, The Indifference of Good Men, which we do have, and we will sign for everybody. And then this is a special shirt to me. And you guys, if you want this, you got to understand something. With the purchase of this shirt, comes with a free reach around. Just straight up. You're going to straight up get a straight free reach around every time you put a shirt on. And on the back of it, I'm screaming with my arms out straight from one of my favorite songs I've ever written called The Shore. So this is actually probably my favorite shirt I've ever made because I got to tell that joke millions of times. As soon as and Greg, you are having the reaction of most people. You just dying over here laughing because it's like straight up, man, you get a free reach around every time you put it on. So, and there you guys go. But thank you all for being a part of this today. And I definitely want to let you guys know we are going to talk. Like, I know a lot of you have questions and we're going to answer those questions, but I want to get something utmost. Like, I want everybody to understand this now. I am not here to put Mushroomhead down. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk. I'm not here to throw mud. This is not what this is about. This right here is to talk about my journey and my story and how it was and who I am now. And everything will lead, and you will understand by the end of this why I'm doing this, why I'm doing this now. And hopefully you'll come back with a better understanding and maybe respect for them and respect for me. So I want everybody here to know that this is not going to be me just grabbing a bunch of mud and slinging it. I'm better than that. And this is not Jerry Springer, but we can try.
Woo! I hope so.
Thank you, Waylon. And okay, so just right back to the other thing real fast. If you guys want any of that cool merch, which I myself want one of them t-shirts, if you want any of those, just hit the chat button at the bottom. And Harry from Headbangers Con has PayPal info. He can get with you with pricing and shipping and get you taken care of throughout this entire thing. So you can order anytime throughout this entire thing, okay? That aside, I will shut up. I just want to let you guys know that Waylon's going to go in order signing your photos, and everyone, as you get your photo signed, ask your question. Please keep it to one question, have it ready. We just want to make sure there's time for everybody. We want everyone to get their few minutes of undivided one-on-one time so we don't run out of time, okay? So please respect the person in line behind you and keep it to a question, all right? And I will shut up. Go, Waylon.
I will try to get through this fast because I do want you guys to be able to get multiple questions in. I don't want it to be where you feel like, I'll answer. Like, don't worry. We're going to get to you guys. I want to make this. Thank you, Headbangers Con, for making this happen. But we all want to give you guys that moment to ask me these stuff. And just bring it. But we're going to try to get through this fast. But I'm going to try to answer as much as I possibly can. And I'm going to do it the right way. So, guys, I'm going to try to get to where each one of you get to ask multiple questions. Okay, everybody cool with that? Thumbs up. We good? Since everybody's muted. There we go. Okay, who are we starting with?
It's going to be Jade Parker.
Jade, where's Jade at?
Right here.
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
How's it going?
It's going great, man. Thank you for being here today.
Hey, thank you. I'm missing the game, but you know what? I would love to have met you first. So
thank you.
I'm just showing you how important you are to me.
Thank you very much, brother. Well, go ahead and ask me something, man. Let's go. Like this, you get to break the iceberg.
Okay. Oh heck. I don't know how. I don't even have a question. I mean, I just want to express how awesome you are.
Honestly. Thank you, man. Well, I want to say something back to you. If it wasn't for individuals like you, I wouldn't be where I'm at, man. I owe everything that I have and that I've been able to do with my life to each and every one of you. If it wasn't for you guys being here and supporting me since I was a kid and being like going to the shows and buying the merch and doing this, I wouldn't be relevant. I wouldn't have been able to follow my dream. I wouldn't be able to do any of that. And that's for y'all. And I say it all the time. It's like, there is no band without fans. It's
Absolutely.
like, if you guys didn't exist, I wouldn't exist. And I'd be working at the 7-Eleven, straight up.
But I actually do have one question. I live in Washington State, and I don't know if you're in a band or not, but if you are, is there a possibility that you could make it here to, like, I don't know, Seattle? Because I would love to meet you in person.
Well, that's the thing. I am in a band. It's called A Killer's Confession. You can check that out. You can hit me up find me on Spotify, Apple. I've got I'm getting ready to release my 3rd album with this band since I left Mushroomhead. So, trust me, I miss Seattle. I've always had a great time there playing. What's that club that we played there? Because it's got all the band rooms in that small little club. Is it still there? And we'd always play there.
El Corazon.
Yes, and it had a small stage, but you went backstage and it had all the jam rooms in it.
Yeah.
And that place was absolutely awesome. So I would definitely love to get AKC, because I hear all the time, it's like, you got to get on the West Coast more. You got to get on the West Coast more. Well, as soon as a promoter says, hey, Waylon, I want to get AKC over here, we'll be there. Trust me. And dude, and just like anybody here's met me before, they'll tell you, you walk up, man, like, granted, I'm not going to have a drink or anything like that. Buy me a Coke, buy me a Pepsi. I'm 100% sober, guys. But I will sit there and I will entertain and talk to you. We'll talk video games, talk about your mama, your daddy, anything you want. That's just how I am, dude. I was raised that way, and I want you guys to always know that. But right here, Jade, right here, check this out. Boom.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There you go. I got my light on it, so sorry. Boom.
Oh, hey, that's totally fine. That is awesome.
There you go, brother.
That is freaking awesome. I just want to point out, just real quick, I noticed that you were in a band. I might butcher it, but Terrify Viper.
Terrify Viper.
Yeah. I actually bought 3 out of the record
vinyl or the CD?
Yeah, vinyl. The vinyl. One of the 3 vinyls that I got, and your CD. So I absolutely love that. Your songs on that too. So
thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Jade, man. I appreciate it. Let's move on to is it Katya Medrano? You are next.
Well, let me get her here. There we go. She's unmuted.
Yeah, it's me. I can be heard, right?
Yep.
Yes. Hello.
Okay. All right. Wow. Actually, I don't know if you remember, Waylon. I don't know if you remember, but you were actually just recently on San Antonio on October the 30th.
Yes.
And that was, and I remember telling you that was my first metal show I ever went to.
Yes.
No, I was actually there with my boyfriend, since he's actually a huge fan of you guys, A Killer's Confession.
Yes.
And also, I think he and his band got in, I think he opened for A Killer's Confession and Mushroomhead, both of them. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I mean, well, I'm not together with him anymore, but the thing is, I did like a lot of your music, actually. So I'm wondering, I do have a question. what inspired you to actually write Angel on the Outside? Because that's actually one that I always like to like listen to. It's like my jam, and I
Okay.
identify myself with it.
That is such a great question. Angel is really about my fall from grace.
Oh,
Angel was about my departure from Mushroomhead.
oh,
Angel is me coming to terms with my own demons and realizing that I had landed myself in a position to be damned right where I sat, and to be like, over my pride and my ignorance, I put myself in the position I was in.
mhm.
And it was just like, and no matter how many people tried to save me from that damnation, I didn't pay attention to it. That's what Angel on the Outside. Because when I can't take flight, I need to find the will to fight. And if my demons I deny, the angel on the outside, the person trying to save me.
Oh, yeah. Well, in a sense, I did feel that way at one point in my life. I'm not there anymore, thankfully, right? But I feel like my ex is getting close to that, but let's just hope everything is okay with him. But other than that, I really, really do love that song. I mean, it's actually really, I don't know, inspiring, but at the same time, it really did touch my heart.
Thank
So just
you.
letting you know.
Okay, now am I signing this to Fernando?
Yeah, actually, just sign it, but I'd rather not be from me, like not my name or anything. I just want to keep it anonymous because the thing is, if he ever receives a gift from me, he's just gonna go. Let's just say he's not gonna take it well.
Okay, so do we just sign it? Don't put this. What you want me to? You want me to write down all this?
Yeah, no, yeah, just put all of it. The thing is, I'm just gonna take everything that has to do with me, me ordering it or anything.
Okay, so okay, because it doesn't.
Mhm. Because obviously you're gonna have to put in my address and everything so I can be sent here. Because I
Yes.
mean,
Well, that'll be them. Like, trust me, they didn't give me that much trust. To
Yeah,
be honest with you, they're like,
we'll send it to you.
they'll take it. I'll put everything on there, and I'm going to sign it down below because this is.
Sign for now.
I'll write it in.
yeah,
I'll write it in before we finish because that'll take me a little bit to do.
yeah, no, that's fine. I don't
And,
mind.
You
yeah,
see, I already signed it right there, and I'll put everything in when because I want to get to everybody's questions. I really do. But I really like that. I appreciate. There's your picture, like so you can see where I signed and stuff.
Okay, perfect.
And but it's like that angel was me really starting to come to terms with my actions. It's
Yeah.
like a lot of people were like, you when you lose everything, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I lost everything. Like when like my life flipped 180, 360. I did 2 turns, and just like where am I at now? Where do I go? And it was just it's like, but now being sober and being able to look at my life and look, hindsight's always 2020. Oh, I should have done this and I could have done that. Well, it doesn't matter. It's like, did you learn from it or did you not? And that's where Angel really comes from, is that being able to learn, being able to understand that, it's like, man, yeah, life's not a life. You can't live life like that. They're called parties for a reason, and parties end. You gotta be able to flip that switch off, because if you don't, man, it's going to catch up to you in the end.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, that's good. Thank you. That's good advice too. And thank you, Katja, for your great questions. That's awesome. And good to hear your story. Let's move on to Rooster. Who's Rooster? Put your hand up, Rooster. Is there a Rooster Mackey in here?
I haven't seen him.
No? Okay. Well, then we're going to move on to Liam. Where's Liam Engel? There he is right there. You see him, Harry?
Yep,
Unmute that man. There you go.
Go ahead and unmute. There you go.
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Waylon's muted now.
Hey, awesome.
What? I meant Waylon. How do we mute you?
Now, let's go, Waylon.
Liam, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, good man. Hey, from the UK, by the way.
And the one country I've not got to go to yet.
I know. I was gutted. I saw Mushroomhead in Cardiff, and I thought you were going to be there too. And it was like, oh, and then that's how I learned. And yeah, and that's how I learned A Killer's Confession as well, man. And awesome stuff you're doing right now.
Thank you. You know, I want to be honest with you. Like, if you really get to know me, like, I'm all about British sense of humor. Like, like honestly, I prefer British TV over American TV. You guys got a little substance to your stuff over there. I feel we're dumbed down over here a little bit. I think your dry humor is about the best. Like, I'm a huge, Doctor Who. I've been a Doctor Who fan for years. Like, I remember watching it from the 70s with Baker, and it's like back in the day. And growing up on British TV, like Monty Python and Benny Hill, and
Yep.
I prefer that humor over everything. So, like, it's awesome to actually get taught somebody. I expect everybody to be from the States. So thank you for being a part of this.
Yeah, no, it's awesome opportunity. I couldn't pass it up, man.
Well, ask away, my friend.
What I'd like to ask, like, you've been very influential throughout my musical career, and I'm a musician myself. I'm a vocalist myself, and got to play Bloodstock a few years back, which is like a huge UK metal festival, which was a huge thing for me. But in terms of like influences and stuff, what advice would you give a new band nowadays who are just starting out?
Such a great question. First things first, do not believe in fame. Don't go chasing the rainbow for the pot of gold, because it's not going to happen. And I'm not trying to deter you from this. You got to understand, to get a piece of success is like finding that needle in a haystack. To become a Tool or a Metallica or Five Finger Death Punch or what, that's like finding two more needles in that haystack. It's just, you got to play music because it speaks from here. And you got to, like, and I say this all the time, and it's nothing against you guys as fans or anything. I do not do this for you. I do this to soothe this monster in my soul, to maybe relay a message on myself that it's like I'm listening to it and I'm documenting a piece of time that I'm in. But if you go into it wanting that fame and wanting that money and you want that notoriety, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're already 5 steps in the wrong direction. Do it because you love music. Do it.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there.
Do it because if you're playing in front of 5 people or 50,000, give them the same amount of your energy and the piece of you that it don't matter how many are there. You're not doing it because, it's like, oh, I'm the cool guy in the room. You're doing it because I'm trying to give you a gift from me. That's it. And I can't tell people that enough. It's like, don't do it for the money, because that's when you get lost in the BS.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Like, I'm a huge fan of Mike Patton and a lot of his projects, and Mr. Bungle with their new album just come out too. I'm a huge fan of that kind of thing and making music because it's the music that I want to make. So I completely agree with you there.
Well, that's the thing. Here, Liam, real quick, I'll show you this. I love your name too, Liam. You don't hear that in America here much. Right there, brother.
That's awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you so much.
But I mean, just back to that, it's like like A Killer's Confession. I do this because it soothes my soul, and it gives me that ability to express a lot of faults I've made in my life, a lot of missteps I've made, of like how I felt like I was done wrong, and maybe how I did somebody wrong in a way. And I'm coming and being truthful about it. And the biggest thing I want anybody to take from music I lay down lyrically is learn from my life. Learn that you don't make the mistake I made. It's like, please, if you can learn off any guinea pig, learn off me, because I don't want anybody to ever to feel like I had to. over for many
I
years.
completely agree with you there. Like I was in an old project, which was the band that did do that festival called Marithian, and that's how I wrote my lyrics. Is these are meaningful to me, might not be meaningful to anyone else. If someone can take that on and possibly learn from that, or it helps them through a situation, completely agree with you there, and that's how I like to write.
It's the only way to write because it's truthful. If you can't be truthful with yourself and put it on paper and for everybody to judge and listen, then you can't. Then why are you doing it? You know, it's like I'm not writing to be the cool kid in class. I've been out of school for 20 years. I have nothing to prove to you. I'm do this for me now. Like, and that's the thing. Stop trying to do it for everybody else. Do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Start there. And then if you get some success, be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. I'm not saying be an asshole, like I don't need you. You do, but at the same time, remember, be grateful that they're there, but do it for yourself.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, man, thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Good question. We got to move on here. Next is Brett Bailey. Where are you at, Brett? Brett, there you are.
Where is he at? There he is. Yeah.
How's it going, Waylon?
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
All right, brother.
Do you remember this? That's not my question.
Oh, do I remember that? Oh my God, that's me and a water drumstick and a little guy that's right there. What's your name, buddy?
Little girl.
Little girl. My bad. You're this big. Like I'm little girl. Okay, how you doing? Well, there's a little boy behind you, and there's another little girl popping in.
I don't know what that is. Hold on. I'm gonna change it to.
Yeah, see the third head. I thought we had.
That guy. Yeah, he was in the oven when you and her took that picture.
All right. Now, how old were you when we took that picture?
I want to be in the oven.
Quiet, get out of here. Do you remember this then? I don't know if it showed up. Yeah, there it is.
It's not showing. I can't really make much of anything out of that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, the background. Look at the background.
I'm looking at the background, but I'm blind. I'm blind. Did I bring her up on stage?
Yeah, when she was 7 years old. That was her first concert. I did it for her birthday. It was her first concert, and you guys pulled her up on stage in Des Moines, Iowa.
Now, let me ask you a question. Let me see if this theory works. Do you still remember that like it was yesterday?
Oh, yeah.
The drumstick. Oh, yeah, we saw the drumstick.
Okay, which one? What do you want on your picture? Which one?
Oh, I thought I typed it out.
It's the one I think that says to Raylan Bailey.
Oh, okay. To Raylan Bailey.
Yeah. Yep, from Waylon.
From
Waylon.
Right.
Merry Christmas.
No, Mary. No, let me ask you a question. What's your question? Anything you want to ask, guys? About the past.
Kind of like a sad-ish question, but I just wanted to know, how did you feel after you left your original band?
Well, Mushroomhead.
Yeah,
that wasn't his original band.
To be completely honest, I was relieved.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that.
There was such a burden on me in my life. If I do truly believe if I was still there, I wouldn't be with us anymore. It hurt me to be there. It hurt me mentally. It hurt me physically. It was probably some of the saddest moments of my life. And I held on for so long and for the wrong reasons. And I held on and I held on and I tortured myself. But when I let it go, now granted, I still had a lot of healing to do and I didn't know about how to go about doing that. But when I let it go, it was life-changing. And now I can get up every day, look in the mirror and be proud of the person I am and know that I'm living my life every day the right way. I get up, I go do something just like I tell you guys, and I can put on a smile and it's not fake.
Right. That's awesome.
Awesome.
But
Good.
to be honest, I was relieved. When I said originally that I no longer have to live with this burden, that's the truth. I no longer had to live with that burden of just, being somewhere I didn't feel wanted. I didn't feel wanted. I didn't want to be there. It was just a very toxic situation. And if you have so much toxic in your life, everything around you becomes toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I feel like if I had continued on the path I was on, I wouldn't be here. I would not be here. I would have ended up doing something, and y'all would have seen me on the news.
You would have been a statistic.
That's would have been, off stupid things, and all because I didn't know how to cope with my own feelings.
You didn't pay for a ticket.
Oh, thank you for answering my question, and thank you for letting me on stage back in like 2015 something.
Well, what I want to say about that is, like, I did that for a reason. I always like the fact you take a small child and, when I was a kid, you go something like that, you would never expect to get to go on stage, and you bring them up. They're never going to forget that. And that's what I always wanted to do, was like give somebody that feeling of something like, I got to do this when I was a kid. And I'm 45 years old and I remember it like it was yesterday. That's why I asked that. Do you still remember it? Because that was the whole reason I did that stuff, guys, is because I wanted to give you guys, as unhappy as I was, I did love the fans and I loved what I did and I loved to entertain you. But I wanted to give you that 1 hour where you could take everything that was bothering you and take it away and make you enjoy something that was amazing and give you an experience. That was the whole point.
I was a little jealous. Freaking, I was a Mushroomhead fan probably since I was 14, 15. I'm 32 now. And once you joined Mushroomhead, man, it gave me a whole nother love for Mushroomhead, a deeper love, you're a badass vocalist. And obviously I'm going to follow you wherever you go.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, I know that is a little creepy, isn't it? Sorry. But yeah, whether you like it or not, brother, whether you like it or not, brother, I support you, man.
You keep me having a job. Thank you.
Exactly. Right? Keep you off unemployment.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, right.
Merry Christmas. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Do what you do.
Early Christmas.
Thank you, guys. Great question. Thanks, Raylan. That was awesome. All right. Let's move on to David now. Is it David Jones or David Harris? David, well, we only have a David Harris.
I'm David Jones, but I took my wife's last name. David Harris is what up.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you got everyone their right time. Perfect.
Yeah. It's giving me problems. I feel like I'm in school right now on Zoom. Matter of fact, it gave me so much problems in school. But Waylon, first off, I want to say thank you, man. Every time I've seen Mushroomhead, you were the one dude that came out and talked to everybody. Every time I've seen A Killer's Confession, you're the one dude that came out there for the fans. I remember back with the Kickstart, I helped pitch in and you called me on the telephone, man. And that's the first I could say in my lifetime. I've been a rocker. I'm 37 years old. Never had any rock star ever call me on the phone. You're the first one and probably be the last one to ever do it. And I'm glad to see where AKC has come and where they're going. And with that note, with all the experience from bands that you have, I mean, 3/4 Dead, 10 to 5 Viper and all that, with AKC, are you just planning to just go there? I mean, we want to see another 3/4 Dead album or 10 to 5 Viper. That's my question. Are you going to dust off the mic with those guys and come out with something again? Or?
Oh my God. No, trust me. Okay, we're going to get into this now. You got to understand, 10 of Fly's dead, 3/4 Dead's dead. But I'm not dead.
I know.
I'm taking, no, you gotta understand one thing about AKC. AKC, A Killer's Confession, is truly what 3/4 Dead would have evolved to.
Yeah, I see it. I see
It
that.
would have. It would have. But now that said, I honestly don't have time to do other stuff because starting in January, you guys got 13 new tracks coming.
Well, that's where that G Fuel kicks in, man. The G Fuel.
I love this stuff, man. My kids, but you're getting 13 tracks, and I'm going to continue. You guys are going to be getting new stuff constantly. There is a video for
the covers too, right?
I've got covers. I just did a cover of
Gravity, right?
Gravity. Yes, and
yeah. When does that get released?
Next week.
I'm a big A Perfect Circle fan and Tool fan. I actually run a Facebook group that has like 17,000 members, and man, I posted you wearing that Tool shirt the other day, man. So we appreciate that.
I'm a huge Tool fan. And I was so scared to do that song because, like Julie, say it.
You sound just like
I do not sound just like Maynard.
And, hey, Mama AKC, how you doing?
Hi.
I'm glad you're on the remission. I was pulling for you.
Thank you.
And the fact is, it's like, I mean, I got nervous. I'm just sitting there singing Maynard, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't mess this up. You know, it's
it's Maynard's his own league, his own level.
He is, man. It's scary. Like, you even approach him to try to do something like him, and you're like, oh man, if I mess this up, I'm looking like a fool to everybody.
Yeah.
So that comes out in a week, and then I'm working on another. I'm doing Johnny Cash's version of Hurt, and then I'm doing Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit, and then I'm going to maybe do Pepper from a Butthole Servers, and I'm going to be releasing all this stuff.
Oh,
I'm doing it just to entertain you guys. So,
but we're here for you, man. Every time you're on Facebook, I'm watching there. Loyal, man.
Thank you, brother.
Question about Tenafly.
No, Tenafly. But other than that, do you have another question you need to ask about? Because
man, I won't take too much time, man. I'll let other
you're not taking too much time. You guys will let me go up, wouldn't you?
We'll try. We just have more people later, so we will try our hardest.
Hoping to see you out in Cali again, man, soon. So I know after
honestly,
COVID
I can't wait to get back out there. And I know you guys are under like super strict lockdown, are you not?
Newsom is tighten the noose around us for sure.
It's like being here in Florida, it's a little different. I don't think people care as much, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, but we said fuck it. Let me get this sign for you. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm not a real good multitasker. But thank you all for being here today and doing this with me. I got things I need to get off my chest, and I need to tell you guys.
We're ready for that. We're ready for that, man.
Forward, and maybe you guys can move forward too. So, feel free.
We're ready for the tea, dude.
There we go, bro.
You rock, man. Much love, Waylon. Much love.
Much love, brother.
Awesome.
Much love.
Much love.
Thank you. All right. Who's next?
So next we have Jared Candela. Is Jared in here?
I don't see Jared anywhere.
No Jared. All right, we got the Perrys then. We got Dave and Sheila.
Dave and Sheila. Now, guys, I know David and Sheila. They have showed, just like David, just like you, they have showed support for years, and they've been here and they've helped, and they've just been. And if you look behind them, look at the mask. I mean, these are like super fans. They are, but they're amazing people on top of that. And David's a huge collector, and he's done a lot for my family. He's been there, good friend, and he has a huge collection. So for Christmas, in front of all you guys, I wanted to give this to him. David, I'm actually going to give you the AKC megaphone.
Awesome.
Nice.
I love you,
Thank
brother.
you.
Appreciate it.
What would you like? What would you like me to say on it? Just sign it, because you gotta, guys. If you look behind him, I mean, he has the biggest Mushroomhead mask collection of anyone. Like, I don't think anybody's got you beat, do they?
No.
One person that I know of.
There's somebody's got you beat. There's that many of them.
Yeah.
Good God.
Wow.
He's got more vintage.
But this is for me to you guys, David. I love you guys so much, and this
Appreciate
is for me. And Merry Christmas, and I'll be putting this out to mail to you guys. But this broke on the last tour, and I was on stage, and doing my thing, and I'd go, and this thing feed back so bad. So David and Sheila's across the house.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yell at her. But here we go. I want to sign this for you. Merry Christmas, though. This is for
Thank you. Thank
my
you.
family, your family, guys.
Yep.
There you go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, now, you guys, do you have a question for me?
So, face paint or mask? What'd you prefer? And then mask, and then what style mask did you like though?
What style mask? My favorite mask was the half mask. Because you could not wear that mask. I did this on purpose. Like when you got the skull mask, everybody could dress up like me and they could be pictures and be like, yeah, that ain't me. He's too tall, you know. But you had to have God had to touch your head and make you bald first.
Yeah.
And it had to be me to make the look right. You know,
Sure.
You couldn't wear that mask. And that was my envisionment for it, was like, it was half makeup, half mask. Like you got the Mushroomhead style of it, but you still got the makeup part, which I love. And I thought that was the absolute coolest thing. Cool. And that was my favorite mask. And I do believe you guys have you have one of those.
We do.
We have quite a few of them.
Oh, you got you got the one.
We have
the
one.
one. Yeah, we got the one.
Explain what that one is.
Now, I'll leave that one to perspective. Julie's like, explain which one that one is. Like, I won't leave that one. That's a special one. But guys, I love you very much, man, and y'all have been nothing but good to me. And thank you. You know, Sheila was actually at the new song that's actually dropping. She's heard it.
Yay!
She actually knows what's coming, and she was there. And that will you guys will be coming out January 27th. Oh, did I say something? I'm sorry.
Oops.
I didn't say that. January 27th, guys, can't talk about that, but you got new music coming. So there you go. And new videos. Awesome. But until that date happens, you're going to be getting these other videos. Like next week, I have a video. This is just an image video for It's Not Too Late. It's coming out. And then we're going to put out all the cover songs. And then we're just doing this because YouTube sucks. And I got to get the algorithm up on that shit. So, guys, we have a ton of new material coming for you guys, and old stuff, new stuff, covers, and a brand new album of 13 tracks of like really serious stuff. And we're going to get into that too. Like I got some other stuff I want to tell, but David, Sheila, thank you so much.
Yep. We appreciate everything.
I love you guys. You know it.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, David.
Thanks for the airborne.
Yep. Thanks again for that.
All right, guys. Let's go to Aaron. Aaron McFadden. You're on, buddy.
Nah, Joker. Not right there.
You got him unmuted.
Aaron's muted. Aaron.
I'm elevated. Sorry about that.
Hey, Aaron.
What's up, buddy?
Aaron, aka Aaron. This is the Joker, and this is the only dude that I will play video games with on PlayStation or Xbox or anything. He is the only guy that actually
with Xbox.
We don't do with Xbox. We do PlayStation.
PlayStation 5, brother.
How you doing today, Aaron?
I'm good.
What you got?
So what was the most toxic thing about being in there? What made it as terrible as it sounds?
Okay, when you take a Southern guy, and I'm not trying to sound any way when I say this, and you move him to the North with the guys that are two different types of people. Like, you got to understand, people from Ohio are different, especially Cleveland, Ohio. And I'm not dissing Cleveland. This is different mentalities. They're just different. You come there, I never really felt like I belonged. Like there was a jadedness that came from the group, and it's like you get told things like, "Hey, you don't talk like a redneck because nobody wants to hear that." You know, it's like, don't be who you are, and it just felt like I didn't belong. And you know, that really got to me after a while. You know, it's like, but then I started coping, and when I talk about coping, I did drugs, and I did lots of them. You know, when you feel like I didn't want to fail, but I didn't want to give up what I had. I got to this point in my career, I wanted to make it. I did not want to go home a failure and tell my dad I failed. You know, it's like I couldn't handle it. So I started medicating myself. You know, it's like I wasn't making a lot of money. Do I feel like I was paid correctly? No, I still don't, not to this day, but that's another story. But when you're in that position, and it's like, you got to understand, you know, people work very hard to be a musician. And when you get there, you'll do anything to hang on to it. And like I was telling Liam, don't do it for that reason. I'm saying that for a reason. I lost myself, man. It's like, I keep saying, it's like, I can look in the mirror now. I couldn't look in the mirror then. I was a rail. I was just like doing anything I could not to face the music of I was unhappy. I didn't like you guys didn't like me. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about the band. Like, you put people with such different personalities. I'm not like those guys, and they're not like me, you know? And we didn't have that brotherhood of, you know, coming up together. I'm an outsider. They already did Double X and 13. I'm coming in. So I'm, you know, it's different, you know, the hazing and that kind of stuff. And it got real toxic, but it never ended. It became a joke. And anybody who watches Volume 2, I to this day still feel like that's a whole joke on me the whole time. They make fun of me the whole way through it. And that's hard to live with when, you know, they get put out there and you're just a fucking joke. And, you know, I'm not trying to sound mean or anything, but I mean, when you feel that bad inside, you fall down that hole. But that was my own fault for being that stupid, you know? And, you know, it's like, I guess I'm just going to say this now. You know, it's like, I became a very bad junkie. I mean, I was doing cocaine like it was nobody's business, but I got clean. I've been clean for almost 4 years now. And I'm thankful for every day. But now this is hard. 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had prostate cancer. No, colon cancer. I got to say it right. It's the same thing my father died of at 58. When you don't take care of yourself, this is the things that happen to you. And I had it cut out, and they said they got all of it. But now I got to constantly go get prodded. To put it lightly, not everybody's got this serious face, and I'm very funny about this, but it's one thing that is scary, you know, but I didn't take care of myself. So if anybody here can listen to me right now, don't fall down that hole, because you ain't gonna like what you find.
Not everybody's got out of it.
No, and I'm lucky, but now I got to fight. I got another fight on my hands. It's not addiction, it's cancer. You know, it's like I've had 2 colonoscopies within a year. And the first time they removed polyps, and they were all non-cancerous. Went back, had some problems, and I had to go do it again. And anybody who here has ever had one knows that is not fun. The prep, Greg knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's the worst thing in the world. I mean, they went in and it was just, you know, they were just going to make sure. And I had another one grow back in 8 months, and it was cancer. And they were able to remove it. I've not said anything about it. So you guys, this is new. But I do believe that you know, this is part of the lifestyle I've led. So if anybody here is listening to me right now, please understand, take care of yourself. Like, don't fall down the rabbit hole chasing a dream just to fit in. You know, your body can only take so much. And, you know, God willing, you know, I want everybody to be healthy and, you know, all that. You know, a lot of people say, you know, a lot of people get COVID and stuff. I'm not worried about COVID. I'm worried about cancer. I'm way more concerned with that. So COVID's not been a big deal to me. I've been dealing with cancer. The thoughts of just like, because this is what my father passed away. My mom passed away when she was 13. When I was 13 from cancer, she was 39. My dad was 58. I'm scared to death, like, to be honest with you. This was not something that I wanted to find out at 42, you know, but the new album, I talk about it. Like, I put it down, I jotted this down, and I know it's a weird time to kind of bring that up, but I want you guys to understand, it's like, this is why I'm coming clean. This is why I'm willing to talk about this now, because I have major other things in my life that I'm afraid of other than Mushroomhead and the past that I'm just as much to blame as they are. This is why I'm doing this. And now, does this make sense? I told you all that this is not what you think it's going to be. I want to make amends, and I don't want to be there. But I want to clear the air because I've got a bigger fight in front of me. And, you know, it's like I had blood work done this week, and hopefully it comes back and I'm good. But this is just something I got to stay on top of. And I just want each and every one of you to know that I love you guys. And, you know, whatever happens to me is what happens to me. I've had a great life because of you, you know. And I'm not saying that I'm going anywhere. They caught this shit early. I'm serious. They seriously caught this early. But we'll find out. You know, but Julie makes sure, Mama AK, she makes sure that I can't have steaks no more, or hot dogs, or anything I really, really, really like.
Taking your shot
yesterday.
Well, okay, I cheated yesterday. That hot dog.
Don't admit to cheating with the wife sitting there.
But guys, I mean, that's like, I mean, I hate to drop that on you, but I wanted you to understand this is why I'm willing to do this now. I'm sober. I've got an open mind, but I got bigger things to worry about besides, you know, that.
Right.
So, Aaron, to answer your question.
Yeah, you're good, brother. On to the next.
Here you go, Aaron.
Thanks, brother.
Awesome.
If I seem lighthearted, guys, you gotta understand it's the only way I can deal with it. If I'm not lighthearted about this, it will consume me. And it's just one of those things. And so I don't want you guys to feel bad. I don't want you to, you know, be scared for me. I appreciate the wishes. I do. But I want you to understand, it's like, I'm going to fight this shit. I'm going to fight and fight and fight. And I got more work to do. I got more albums to write. But, you know, I got this, man. It's like, I got Mama. She take care of me. She makes sure I do what's right. Now let's keep going to the doctor. Now let's keep going to the doctor and keep letting him prod me. Which money.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Biggie. Thanks for the confession. Harry, you're muting everybody right now.
All right, man. I was trying to mute Aaron back up, and you jumped right in the spot.
Muted Waylon too. Waylon's muted.
How the hell did he get weak?
He's muting everybody.
What in the hell's going on?
I'm unmuted.
That's twice now. I'm fired.
If he didn't do every single thing for me, I would fire him.
That's right.
Next we have Stacy. Go ahead, Stacy.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hey Stacy.
They gotta flip the video screen first to Waylon. I just see Chris.
Oh,
hello.
Waylon's on there.
Now I see Harry.
It's whoever's talking. So once Waylon starts talking, you'll see him.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
Sorry,
Stacy.
I've had so much trouble getting in. I've been fighting for this
Stacy.
one, man.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's good to hear that you're doing better.
I am doing good. You know, it's every day. Just get up, go do something, fight. You know, get up. But that's the thing. It's like getting up every day. It's like there's certain days that I'm lack of energy. I feel tired, but you know, I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Trust me. I got mama in the house. Like she makes sure. Like I'm good, guys. Like thank you.
Oh, I know she makes sure.
Oh yeah.
We'll hit you with a personal question.
Okay.
How'd you and Julie meet?
Oh wow. I didn't expect that. I prepared for everything but that one. Actually, okay, here you go. Say first. There you go. There's your picture and all that. And you and I actually met in 2006 at Crocodile Rock in Allentown, PA. And it was a very, very brief meeting. But I remember the meeting because you had this very attractive blonde and her blonde, pregnant, 9-month pregnant cousin sitting beside of her at the bar after we got off stage. And I would come off and somebody had said something. And I remember looking at Julie and being like, what's up? And she said, what's up? And that was it for 11 years. 11 years later, February 2nd, 2017, Julie and her son Morgan, who was in a band called Hall of Visions, opened up for us. And well, she's not in the band, but she was running it. And opened up for us in Reading, PA. And that's how I met Morgan, the drummer of The Killer's Confession now. I met him that day. And Julie and I became really, really, really good friends. And then, you know, so forth and so on. And now it's my beautiful wife. And that's how we met.
Well, you made a good choice with the drummer and the wife, you know.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Honestly, I couldn't see my life without her. That's the thing. Like Julie, you know, she's behind every good man's a great woman, and that's the damn truth. That's all I can say. I don't go anywhere
I'll
without
just
her.
leave it with the fact that I know some of your personal exes, and you are definitely with a woman that backs you wholeheartedly and would do anything on earth for you.
Oh yes, she would. Oh yes, she would. And
hey, Julie, miss you and love you too. You know.
Thank you.
She's here. Don't worry. She's like, I'm not going on that camera.
Yeah, I saw her walk behind you though, so you know she got her 15 seconds of fame.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, awesome. Thank you. Oh, do you want to sign her photo?
I did.
You signed a photo for her, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Let's go to Greg then. Greg has been patient in here the whole time. Here you go, Greg.
How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing good. How are you, brother?
I'm very good. I'm very good.
It's been a long time.
Yes, it has.
You probably don't remember the first time we actually met was when you did the CD release at Great Lakes Mall.
Mentor, Ohio. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the first time we met, and we were doing it at FYE, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was on my birthday, September 19th. Yeah. Yes.
And that was the first time of several times. And I remember hanging out with you in the parking lot outside of what is now the defunct Music Links, unfortunately.
Back when it was the Funky Fog.
That too. And y'all did a show out there. Mushroomhead boys were out there a couple times. And you came out And I remember sitting there with the Casterline brothers and you and watching a certain video that hadn't premiered yet. And through several conversations, my question for you, and actually hanging out with you at the House of Blues when AKC played and Dunk and his boys
Yes.
opened up for you guys. Y'all kind of did a mini reunion lineup, and I got your picture with you and Jeff and Schmutz
and Tommy.
Now I know you guys have all done some work together, and I know you've done some work with Jeff, and you've done some, and Tommy's playing with you. Any plans with doing some work with Tom?
Schmutz, I don't know, to be honest with you. Like I am so wrapped up in AKC world, and it's like I did all this, but the fact is, it's like I have kind of a plan of like what I've been doing, and if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. But it's just like, you know, I'm in Florida now. He's in Ohio, and it's like if it would just the stars would just have to align. And during this COVID crap, that ain't going to happen. You know, it's just like Tom's doing a job. I've talked to him a couple times. He knew about my situation. Yeah. He reached out and loved Tom to death. And I've spoken with Gravy as well. You know, and here's a little fun fact about Gravy. That was the one member of Mushroomhead that tried to keep me from falling into the bullshit. That was the one guy that was like, Waylon, don't do that. Don't do that. Do not fall.
So y'all, the one Halloween show you guys did, I actually ended up, I was at your sound check, and I was up on stage playing the water drums. I had my face done up in a skull face. I don't know. Okay. And you guys did the meet and greet afterwards. And I had an interesting conversation with Gravy at that point. And he was voicing his, how shall I put it? I guess displeasure with his brother.
Yep.
And shortly after that, they parted ways. And I've heard some of that. I know some of that backstory. And,
well, you know, Steve and Dave, I got so much respect for both of them. Yeah. A lot of people are like, always like, Skinny's a dick, Skinny's this, Skinny's that. It's like, yeah, he is, but he ain't. At the same time, it's business. You know, it really is. It boils down to it's business.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm Julie.
But Dave, on the other hand, it's about the music.
Yeah.
It's like, and they say Dave's the dick. Well, yeah, he is, but he's my dick. I love Dave. But he'll call you out on your bullshit. He called me out so much.
Yeah.
And he did. He called me out so much, and he was so right. And I called him and told him that. I told, when I started facing this, I told Dave. And I was like, listen, you were right. And I told him that. Like, and that's swallowing your pride right there. When you could actually go to somebody and tell them how wrong you were.
Yeah.
That is something, you know. And Gravy was so right. He's like, Waylon, don't fall. Being a rock star is bullshit. He told me off the bat, it's like, don't be shoving that shit up your nose. He did. And I wish I listened to him, but I didn't. But I'm still here.
Yeah.
Didn't have an OD, you know. But Gravy and, you know, it's like all of them, you know. It's like I have love for all those guys deep down. Do I want to be there?
No. I mean, having met all of you guys and those who, some of the guys who aren't in the band, haven't been in the band for a while, there's one person that I really can't say that I have respect for, and I'm sure you probably can figure out who that might be.
No, exactly who you're talking about, and I got love for him too, and I can't stand him. But I do. Deep down, I do. I got love for all of them in a weird way, you know. Yeah. But it's just like one of those things. Like, and you know, a lot of people ask, I'm going to answer this right now before somebody can ask me. No, I have not listened to the new album. I have not. I don't care to. It's like I'm not that dude that will go look up your ex-girlfriend to see her new boyfriend. I'm not that dude, you know. It's like once you're gone, you're gone.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like I do. It's like mistakes were made. I made mistakes. I was an asshole. I was drugged out. It's what it is, you know. But now in my life, I don't have any hate. You know, that's the thing. I don't have any hate anymore. So like those guys, you know, good luck. I wish them nothing but luck. But at the same time, it's like I have no want or to be there at all. But you know, each one of them are different. You know,
It's the difference of not wanting to, you know, like going to shows. It's like seeing you and hanging out with you. It's a completely different vibe because it's like you're you make us feel like we're part of the band, even though we're not on stage, but we still feel part of it.
well, you guys are. You're the AKC Army.
And
like I said earlier, it's like if it wasn't for y'all, there'd be no band. I don't make it nowhere. It's like there is no band without no fan. I mean, granted, I could write music all day long for myself, and which I do, but you guys are the ones who embrace it, and you're the guys that take it in and make it your own and give me interpretations of stuff I wrote. I may have wrote about one thing, but you show me a different interpretation. You guys you're the big thing about bands is like the fans are the unsung member. They are the unsung member. If it wasn't for the fans, we're not going to be on that stage. We're not gonna be, no matter what size it is, don't matter. You guys are the unsung member. Like, and you guys are the AKC Army. You know,
and that's why we love you, man. That's why we love you.
And I love you guys. I try to treat you like you were a neighbor down the street, like I've known you my entire life. That's how you got to do it, because I'm thankful that I got to follow my dream in my life because of each and every one of you, because for some reason you took a liking to what I did. And that's, thank you. Like I can't say thank you enough. You know, I appreciate it. But Greg.
That's Purdy.
That's Purdy. There you go.
Right on.
But guys, I mean, seriously, I love each and every one of you, and y'all know that, don't you? Like y'all know, like deep down, I could be having the worst day. You guys were the only reason I held on as long as I could.
Cletus helped.
It was the fans. That was the only reason I could.
Not Cletus helped.
Cletus helped. Cletus is dead.
All right, guys, we got to move on. Thank you, Greg. We got to move on. We have two people left, and we're already out of time. So let's get to Jared here, man. I'm glad you got to join us, Jared. Go ahead, unmute Jared there, Harry, and talk to Waylon.
Did I miss something? I thought it started at 6.
No, we started an hour ago, man. You're good. You're good. You're here. You made it.
How you doing, brother?
So I missed everything I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear like what happened with Mushroomhead, because that's where I start following Waylon. He was the only member of the group that ever seemed sociable. So
okay, then I'm gonna have to do a recap here. Okay, Jared, I do not hate Mushroomhead. I do. I accept that. I have admitted how wrong it was. Wasn't paid right. I will say that right there. I didn't feel like I was making money, but I was a junkie. I was a very bad junkie. Y'all may not have noticed it. I know it. I've been sober for 3 years. I was addicted to cocaine. I got sober, and now I got cancer. I have a colon. I keep wanting to say prostate because it's all the same area, but I got colon. I was diagnosed with colon cancer 3 months ago, and they cut it all out. I'm under blood work and stuff now. I don't have to go through chemo or anything like that, but take care of your body. Take care of, don't let the fact that you didn't feel like you belonged or anything like that make you want to drug yourself up, because this is what happens when you don't take care of yourself. You get sick, but I'm good. I'm good. But the fact is like I explained that I wasn't going to throw Mushroomhead to the bus. Like they did great things for my career, but I did not feel like I belonged at any time. It was just, I was the proverbial redheaded stepchild. I came after the fact, and it was always felt that way. And it's like, it's like when I left, it was not on good terms. If I could personally turn back time and go back to that night, I wouldn't have let it go down like it did. I would have just walked. But being who I was at that moment in my life, people who personally know me, I know I can turn into the damn Hulk and just Hulk smash. And it's not a really fun experience for anybody around, even if you are close to me. But I mean, really, I just wanted to, I'm at a point in my life now, I've got other things to worry about with me than just, I do not hate Mushroomhead. I really want that people know I don't hate them. I don't want to be there, but I wish them nothing but good on their way. I'm doing a big recap from everything. I'm trying to remember everything.
You don't have to get that far into it. I just, like I said, I've always respected you. I started following Mushroomhead for J-Man's vocals, and when he left, I was like, what the hell? And then you came in and you fit the bill well. I think you did a phenomenal job in that role. But I mean, you and I kind of talked back when you used to come up to Worcester, Mass for Rock and Shock.
Yes, I loved Rock and Shock, man. That was the best time ever, man. Those were we were actually with Chris earlier. I was talking about Rock and Shock and doing the con kind of thing going on. It was fun because you have the movie stars on one side and the bands on the other, and then we would try to hang out with each other, and then they'd kick us all out, and then we get back together and they kick us all out again because I did that with Corey Haim. And then he sadly passed away. Actually, we exchanged numbers. I became friends with him, and then he passed away a few months later. I remember that, dude. That was awesome. That was really cool.
I've seen Mushroomhead probably 10 or 15 times, and I've talked to Rick a couple times, but he was always kind of arrogant. But at Rock and Shock, you were chasing Phoenix around. He was climbing all over everything,
yes.
And we were talking about kids. I was like, I got one the same age at home, and you and I just started talking about that, and it's always kind of kept me involved with you, following you on Facebook and social media. So
talking about Phoenix on that, Gary Busey, remember the Buseys came out and played water drums with us that night, and Gary was on the bus, and me and Dave are sitting with Gary Busey in the front lounge, and Phoenix is sitting there playing with a toy. Max Calavera and his wife gave Phoenix a Bumblebee transformer, and he was sitting there playing with it, and Gary sit there and he's like, I love the fact that you didn't give two shits about the fans and you just cared about your son that night. And remember, we played 10 o'clock Viper earlier, and Phoenix was running in a circle by himself in the pit. It was the craziest thing ever. But Gary commences to light up a cigar on the bus. Anybody's ever been on a bus knows you do not smoke on a fucking bus. That's a fine and a half. Gary's lighting up a cigar. I'm looking at Dave, Gravy, and Gravy's looking at me, and I'm like, I ain't saying nothing to him. That's fucking Gary Busey. You saying anything to him? I ain't saying nothing. That's Gary fucking Busey. And Gary's just sitting there, and his son's in the back, and Jake was in the back, and I remember every time he'd come by, like, put your hand on that wall, and he would totally do it and recite the movie from Starship Troopers. It was like one of the coolest experiences ever. I was just like, these guys are awesome. But I remember getting both of them up there playing water drums, and we did that another time at another convention where we had Norman Reedus and Sean Patrick Flannery and David De La Rocca, the Boondock Saints. They all came on stage and did it too.
I think they blew us off that year. They were supposed to come to Rock and Shock, and then they didn't show up.
Oh my God, dude, I was starstruck. Everybody knows this arm is dedicated to the Saints. I was just like, holy shit, it's them. And Norman Reedus came up to me that day. He goes, which one of you assholes has my face on your arm? And I was like, that'd be me. And we ended up talking, but it was the first season of Walking Dead had just started. And I told him straight up, I was like, dude, you have got being a redneck down. I know. And we just had a great night. And those guys were so awesome. But I remember that night, like you talk about Phoenix. I remember Phoenix was running around in the pit by himself because we were with Soulfly. That it was us and Soulfly that night, and Peter, who had Typo headlined that night, did they not? That was the night year Typo, because it was Soulfly, Calvary Conspiracy, us, and then Typo Negative, and then Peter had passed away just a few months later too. It's like, wow, every time I played that thing, I remember somebody passed away like shortly after. It was Corey Haim did the one year, he passed away, and then we played again, we did with Typo, and Typo passed away, and I'm like, God, it's like I don't want to play.
Like it's been a rough couple of years.
Yeah, it was, man. It's like, but those are the, like, I remember I was scared to play Rock and Shock after that because I was like, God, we can't play the bill because somebody's going to fucking die. You know, it's like every fucking time. I was like, I can't do that to somebody, man. I got 2 under my belt. This is not cool, man. Because it was like every time we did it, it was shortly after somebody would pass. I was like, no.
I got one last thing for you, and
yes,
I've always wondered if you have a favorite line from one of your Mushroomhead songs. And I don't know if I got it in on time, but I was asking if you could put that on the picture. I don't know if there's one that, like, you know, sticks out in your mind is like one of your favorite lyrics from any of the songs. Or
first song I ever wrote for Mushroomhead, Just Pretending. I'm just another number in a long line of no one.
My wife plays that song over and over again.
Yep, Just Pretending. That was my first Mushroomhead song. So so you put to Jared, just another number in a long line, no one, my name. All right.
Sounds great.
All right. Hold on. I'm actually, give me 2 seconds. Hand me another one, honey.
Is it Jeremy?
Yep. Jared.
Jared? I don't know. That one says Jared.
I know you gave me the wrong one. It's all right.
Jared's one of the newer ones, so you might not have, just grab any of the photos.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris, you're the one that helped me out getting this all set up.
Okay, there.
It was probably Harry. He does most of the work up there.
I originally just bought the ticket for the picture, and then when he did his stream about you have to be here to find out what happened with Mushroomhead, I was like, fuck. And
yeah, you remember. Yeah, we wanted to make
we
sure
got you hooked up.
Man. Thanks for doing that. We appreciate it, man.
No, thank you. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. Our pleasure.
And I got your Randy Blythe quote that you wanted.
Nice. Awesome.
Get a picture. But I'm serious, guys. It's like, if I want you to take everybody, if I want you to take anything away from this, and this goes back to AKC lyrics, this just goes back to life. If I can teach you guys anything, don't make the mistakes I made. You know, take care of yourself. If you're not happy, stop what you're doing right there. Look around, find out what's wrong and walk away from it. Don't swing your fist. Don't nothing. Just find out what's wrong and get yourself away from it. And don't try to cope. If you're that unhappy, get out. Don't take a drug. Don't do anything, because you just don't know what's going to happen to you. You know, I love each and every one of you, but I want you to learn from me so you don't make those same mistakes. I really do, because I mean, I've been in the public eye for years, and it's like I'm supposed to be, you know, somewhat of a put out a good thing for everybody. And this is my way of being like, I've lived a messed up life. It wasn't the greatest. I made mistakes. I did things. I mean, granted, things were done to me, but it's neither here nor there. Take care of yourself, because we're not promised tomorrow, but we're here today. And we got to get up. We got to do something, but we also got to have a smile on our face, and we got to be able to face the person in the mirror. And that's all I ask from each other, is just learn from my mistakes, guys. I really want you to not ever feel shame, to feel embarrassment, to feel like you've got to run from something. I want you to feel like you've done everything in your power to be somebody, whether it's anything. Just absolutely just get up and move forward and be happy and take care of yourself. That's it.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you, Jared. I appreciate it, man. All right, we got one more left, and we got to wrap it up here, Waylon.
Hey.
Yeah, it is Tom. Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, Waylon. Just want to know what's up with Wake Up Music, and what does the future hold for them?
Wake Up Music. Well, I'm the head A&R for Wake Up Music Rocks. I am behind the scenes in the music industry. We just released Raw. We're taking submissions right now. We're releasing the new Killer's Confession, in the upcoming, starting in January. And we're taking submissions right now, and we're trying to find those next bands, either with a distro deal or we give you a full record deal. But that's what's up. I seen that up in the corner, but you can email Waylon at wakeupmusicrocks.com. Send your stuff in.
You can go to the website.
Or you can go to the website, Wake Up Music Rocks, and submit it. Like this, you're saying too much. Too much information getting processed here. But we definitely got, we want everybody to like submit. I mean, granted, you might make it into the situation, you might not, it depends. Maybe this is the record company. But this is what I do with my day-to-day. And I try to help as many people as I can with it. So there you go. Tom?
Yes, thank you. Sorry, I got my kids sitting here with me.
Tom, you get another picture too. So I got to sign this one to you. Because Tom was at the autograph one. So here you go, Tom.
Yeah.
This is going to be to you.
Go ahead and make that one out to Ashley Lippa.
Okay, I already put Tom, so I'll put Tom.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Also, if any chance, my wife was wondering if Mama could sign it too.
I got it. There you go. Oh. Giving her a big head tonight. I'm playing. That statement just got me beat.
I really appreciate it.
No, thank you. Thank you very much. And guys, like I said, I'm doing this for everybody here. And I've got this off my chest. I no longer have to carry this. It's not a burden to me anymore. It's like I got bigger things in life to worry about. And, it's like I am on a goal of living a good life and being happy and being healthy. That's all that matters to me anymore. If my music career for some reason was to end tomorrow, I've climbed the mountain. I've been there. I've done that. But by God, I've got a long ways to go when it comes to living a great life. And that's where I'm at. And that's why everything's off my chest. And I'm no longer, I no longer have demons. It's like there's no greater feeling in the world than when you be like, you ain't got nothing on me. And that's where it's at, dude. That's where I'm at in my life. It's the best feeling. And I wish that on everybody.
Awesome. Right on. That's a great way to end it right there. I love that, man. It's a good lesson to learn for everybody. So thank you, Tom, Jared, Brett, Aaron, David, all you guys. Liam from way the hell over there where you're at. Thank you for tuning in. Waylon, you're amazing as always. We appreciate you. We appreciate all you guys at Headbangers Con. Thank you for helping out Waylon and his family, our families, Morgan Rose, all the musicians involved. You guys are amazing, and we'll be in touch. Be ready for the next Headbangers Con, probably just a few months away. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I love you guys.